Okay, let's start to solve our problem. This is a regular polygon having n sides and the total perimeter 2 pi r. This is given. The total length is 2 pi r. The side of the polygon A equal to 2 pi r upon n. Here P is the center point of the center of the polygon. We have to calculate the magnetic field at point P when the current I carries. Now this is the angle theta. Here theta equal to 2 pi upon n, because the total angle at the center is 2 pi and here total number of angles are n. Therefore this angle equal to theta 2 pi upon n. Here it is a perpendicular bisector on the side, on this side, and this is the distance x. Here this angle and this angle are equal. Say this is alpha, and this alpha equal to theta by 2, that is pi by n. And this x we can calculate from tan alpha. Here tan alpha equal to perpendicular by base, that is a upon 2x, and x equal to a upon 2 tan alpha. Now we know if this is a conducting wire of finite length and this is a point at a distance x, the two ends makes angle. This is the alpha, this is beta. This conductor carries current I. Then magnetic field B equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi x into sin alpha plus sin beta. Here number of sides is n. Therefore the total magnetic field at the center B will be n types of this for this conductor, and the magnetic field is always here upward the plane, because the current carries anti-clockwise direction and the thumbs points the direction of the magnetic field. Therefore B equal to n times n into mu naught I upon 4 pi x, where x equal to a upon 2 tan alpha, that is 2 tan alpha, and sin alpha plus sin beta. Here alpha equal to beta, therefore we can write 2 sin alpha, and this gives here 2 to 4, 4 cancel, therefore n into mu naught I upon 4 pi into a tan pi by n sin pi by n. Now we put the value of a. N into here 1 by a, this gives n into 2 pi r, and here mu naught I upon 4 pi. And this is tan pi by n into sin pi by n. And the result is, okay, here the 4 is cancelled, this is 2 and 2, 4 cancel, therefore 4 will be cancelled. Only n square mu naught I upon 2 pi square I into tan pi by n into sin pi by n. This is our required magnetic field. Okay. Now we have to approximate this result when n tends to infinity. That is the number of sides of polygon n tends to infinity. What will be the result? We use here the formula of limit. Limit n tends to infinity. Here we take separately mu naught I upon 2r and sin pi by n square pi square. Here we take 1 pi by n and tan pi n. This is sin pi by n by cos pi by n, 1 by cos pi by n. Sin pi by n upon cos pi by n equal to tan pi by n, and another n square pi square. Here we take 1 pi by n, here another pi by n. Then mu naught I upon 2r, limit n tends to infinity, sin pi upon n by pi n into, here we take square and limit n tends to infinity, 1 by cos pi upon n. Mu naught I upon 2r into, from the formula of limit we know sin theta by theta equal to 1, and where n tends to infinity, this goes to cos 0 and this is also 1. Therefore we get b equal to mu naught I by 2r. Here we see that when the numbers of sides of the polygon goes to infinity, then it tends to mu naught I by 2r. What will be the significance of this result? We know if we have a circular coil carrying a current I having radius r, then the magnetic field at the center B equal to mu naught I upon 2r. Here we see that when the number of sides tends to infinity, then the polygon tends to a circle. This is converted into a circle, and therefore the total magnetic field in this case at the center will be B equal to mu naught I upon 2r. Okay, this is our today's problem solution. Okay, bye.